What is good, friends? Here is everything you need to know about the rocket launcher. You may call it the BM, the Katyusha, the rocket truck, the rocket launcher, call it whatever you want. This unit is freaking awesome. I used to laugh about this unit when I first started to play the game because it was lacking some power, and it was all right, but it wasn't as it is right now since they buffed it in the last version 4.0. Okay, I'll show you later what I'm talking about, but if you consider assembling the Katyusha, watch this video. It will help you a lot make the right decision. So, the Katyusha is part of the artillery unit. When I talk about artillery, I talk about the howitzer and the anti-tank guns. So the Katyusha works kind of like the howitzer, but not quite. And let me tell you what I'm talking about here. So, first of all, this is my unit. As you can see, it's fully upgraded, fully modified. It's grade 12, a 7.2 unit, and it got some pretty sweet parts too. So I have the Gold Plus Plus rockets. I have the launcher, also Gold Plus Plus. I have a nice tow truck, a Gold Plus, and a few testing equipment, both Gold Plus as well. The BM. How do you play with it? That is the main question here, because as you know, it's not a durable unit. The awesome mobility will make it up for the lack of durability. So this unit is all power and speed. So you need to use those to your advantage when you want to strike another unit. So how do you play with this unit? So basically, what I'm doing is when I play with the rocket truck, I will pick carefully my targets. I will strike once and garrison or run away because you don't want to draw too much attention. You only need a fast tank to counter you, or even a bomber, so you really want to stay near your base most of the time. Pick your target carefully, strike and leave, like in and out most of the time. So it's a true one-hit wonder, if you want to say so. And I play most of the time like I would play with a howitzer, but the rocket truck will let you wander around, go outside your base, attack, and make sure that you keep a good distance between you and your attacker and your target, so you don't lose too much units. Because as soon as you see a light tank, a bomber, or medium tank, you won't last. It's a truck. It's a 3/4 ton truck, so it got no armor, only blast damage resistance. So this is how you're gonna play, and I'll show you a bit later in this video some footage, some in-game footage, so that will give you a good idea. Before going to this, the secret behind the rocket truck since the last upgrade, not only in the upgrade 4.0, the latest update 4.0, they reduced the initial load time of 1 second. And when you unlock this tech here in the advanced combat, tech tree, artillery, right there, off-road truck, the initial load speed of for rocket launcher is -1 second. So with this tech and the new update, basically your initial load time will be around 2 seconds. At least that's in my case. So when you compare it to the howitzer, where the howitzer have a 4-second initial load time and up to a 2-second reload time. The Katyusha, it's completely the opposite. It's got a really fast initial load time of 2 seconds, and the reload is about 6 seconds. So you really have to take advantage of this 2-second strike to hit your target. And if you don't destroy it completely, make sure nobody's watching you. Now, as for the official officer pairing, what I use is Antonina is a must because the rocket launcher got a 3-grid shooting range. You need Antonina to gain an additional grid that will help you a lot. Stay far away from your enemy. And I use Bloody Mary as a second officer for the speed. I don't really care about the officer skill strike. It's more, I need all the speed I want. Mind you, Bloody Mary got a really strong attack, but these two pairing work really well for me. You may also consider Eruptor, he's also good, and Percy if you strike with a backup tank, that will help you a lot. So this is the officer pairing I use with the Katyusha. And now you may ask, or you're asking, what is the best target to engage? When I talk about you have to be selective of your target, what I mean is, well, the Katyusha on the menu, if you go with the entree, you can eat some heavy armor. I'm talking about the heavy tank and the super heavy tank. You won't deal much damage with your first strike, but the officer skill will give you will compensate for the rest. Why these two units? It's because they are really slow and they won't be able to counter you. So you can take advantage of their slow speed and their slow interaction to strike them. But your main targets, your preferred launch is howitzer and anti-tank gun. This unit, with the proper parts and the proper tech, will one-shot kill any artillery. Okay, that's the secret. That's the beauty behind this unit. It's almost overpowered against those kind of targets. So you really want to aim at any artillery. Every time you go toe-to-toe against a howitzer, even if both start engaging at the same time, only your target will get dead. You will always come on top and you won't lose a single unit. So that's the beauty about it. It's a kind of a high risk, high reward deal. But if you do it properly, you will cause a lot of damage and frustration to your opponent. Okay, so I talk about the officer pairing, how to play with it, your preferred target. What else? Yes, so the Katyusha alone may not be your best or your main artillery. I still use both of my howitzer because for destroying a base, the structure damage, the howitzer is still king. The Katyusha is more for attacking units. Okay, so you still need artillery. Howitzer, I mean, the Katyusha will be more on the battlefield. So now I'm gonna upload some game footage. I want to show you what I'm talking about, how I deal with my attacks, and what I do. Oh yeah, one last thing. The Katyusha is awesome for killing sleeping army groups. You know, you may encounter this more in Moscow or San Francisco or any level 4 city where there's a lot of map, a lot of territory to cover, and you can't always, well, most of the time, you cannot teleport You cannot airlift to your destination. So the best way to go from point A to point B to destroy a sleeping army group is with the Katyusha or even the bomber. But the bomber, you have to do multiple trips. The Katyusha, if you don't get caught while traveling, you could destroy a complete army group and you will never realize it. As long as you cover your rocket truck with a proper fighter plane, because a bomber will just take care of him instantly. So let's upload the game footage and enjoy the show, guys. So you want to see a magic trick, how to make a howitzer disappear? So he lost everything, I lost nothing. So I have another go at this. What is that? A light tank? Against light tank, it's pretty effective. Just make sure he doesn't come for you. So boom, yeah, the officer's kill, finish him off. So I garrison back. Now I pop out, do my first strike. There you go. I lost nothing. Now I try to have another go to his artillery, at his artillery. He's not interested. He garrison and he's chasing me. So you make sure you have a medium tank or a light tank guarding your Katyusha, so you don't lose troops for nothing. Now I go for this super heavy. I'm dealing okay damage with the super heavy. Again with this tank hunter. Yeah, no, heavy tank. So you see, with the heavy tank, I almost killed him with the help of my buddy. And now I'm gonna sneak in. This is more risky because I'm closer to the enemy. I'm sneaking behind this construction site. I'm bombing him. So I always keep my distance. You need to use the range to your advantage. Now a medium wants to attack me. Ooh, he didn't see me. I got lucky. The sound of the rocket launching never gets old. I love that sound effect. It's really satisfying. Now I want to run away. Like I said, always keep your distance. Then as soon as he retreat, I'm gonna go for this super heavy instead. I love it. So you have to be patient. You need to wait for your target. You're like a hunter. A hunter, when you hunt your prey, you wait. You have to be patient. And when you see the right moment, you attack. You're like a sniper. You choose your target really carefully. You really don't want to be surrounded. You don't want to be attacked. You see this medium tank, he said he had enough. Now he got distracted and I'm striking him. Boom. Yep, that bomber, I thought this bomber was for me, but it was not. Light tank, let's run away. I'm gonna go at him. As always, go back and forth, back and forth. Don't go toe-to-toe with any armor. It's unnecessary. It's not a good thing. So I said to myself, this base is almost burned out. I have only a few units inside. I'm gonna tank this base with my medium, and I will use the rocket launcher to burn the base. With a little help, I will destroy this base in a timely fashion. Yep, make sure you have fighters, guys, because you are a premium target, especially if you know what you're doing. The enemy will, you will not be welcome near any base, any enemy base. So maybe one last strike. There, I'm gonna go and attack this light tank. Some good damage with the light tank again. Light armor works well, but like I said, they will chew you up if you're not careful. Yes. Thank God they changed the initial load time for 2 seconds. That was the big game changer for this unit. Just a little buff that made a huge difference. So this is a sleeping army group. Somebody's not being careful. And I'm gonna enjoy burning every single unit. And you don't have to worry about the artillery range. In that case, it's only armor, but like I said, when you deal with artillery, no matter if he starts firing, his firing sequence the same time as you do, because both get engaged at the same time, you will always overcome thanks to the 2-second reload. So that's the big secret. So if you're considering assembling this unit, don't think twice. It's awesome, it's fast, it's mobile, it's great for large maps where you cannot base. It's fairly quick to train too. And me, I'm not a huge fan of the Martyr's Watch camp. So I had a few coupons I didn't use, and assembling that unit was quite easy for me. I would never consider that unit back then when I started the game, but now, yep, they balance it well. I must admit, they did a good job. So guys, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. This is the first video of a series dedicated to units. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with, I'm gonna talk about the light tank, the medium tank on upcoming videos, so you guys get the most information to make the best decision. I know some of you most of you actually are free to play, so gathering those coupons and assembling 7.1 and 7.2 units take a lot of time, and you want to make sure that you do the right thing. So with this, hopefully it will help you take a good decision about your units, because once you assemble at 7.2, you can go back. So might as well do the right thing. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Have a great weekend and stay tuned for new contents about unit. Okay, take care.